Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a fine morning. I just thought I'd come and just talk to you about something that's been going on in my life for since I've been born, really, and what I think is the most hurtful thing in the world at the minute. Not COVID-19, mental health. I'm going to go through my experiences because I have mental health issues and I live with them. So I just thought I'd explain them to you, and hopefully you'll appreciate my choice. And I know there's going to be trolls, so don't. If you're going to insult me, don't. And I'll explain. And if you do, it will get. I don't care. I'm going to report it. So let's get. So, mental health has been playing in my life for all my life. I live with it, and I have to. I live with it first of all, and I have it. Give me 1 sec. I need to grab something. Right, got 'em. So, so what I live with is ASD, which is autism spectrum disorder. So I'm just going to explain to you what it is. I had to write this down because I wasn't well prepared. Autism is a lifelong development disability that affects how a person communicates with and relates to other people and how they experience the world around them. So they might experience it differently to you. Let's say if you're not if you're not got a mental health disability. Many children show symptoms by 12 to 18 months. I've had it for all my life, but I was diagnosed at 8 years old. That's about 7 years ago now. I'm 15. I have ASD, which stands for autism spectrum disorder. There's 6 components of autism. We got cognitive, sensory, social, environment, behaviour, and internal. So we'll go through the social situations. As a kid with autism, it's very hard. It's quite shy, especially if you're in a group of people. It's very shy. And if I am in a group, I'm always like this on my phone. Because unless I'm spoken to, I won't speak. Language is a big barrier. When the way people talk, when they use sarcasm, even though I don't exactly know what it is, the sarcasm is one I always struggle with growing up, even more because I'm still only 15. Environment, change, don't like change. That's the best way to put it. I don't like change. It's not like I can't live with change. When we moved to this house that's behind me, I sat in the living room and I cried because I did not like the change. And routine plays a big role as well. Routine plays a big role in my life. I follow it every day. It's like, let's say at 6 o'clock breakfast, then wake up at 6, 7:30 breakfast, all that malarkey. You get the idea. It'll leave me in a bad room. It'll leave me in a bad place for the day, and I will start to worry. Like when the school holidays start, I love the school holidays, but then it's just there's about a week before the end, the whole process of me worrying starts to kick in. Sensory. I am very sensory, which means related to senses or physical senses. Transmitting our perceived senses like this have a big role in what I eat. Because I have an eating disorder. So the sensory part plays a big role in what I eat. Like smell, touch, hearing, and taste. All the other ones as well. But those have a main role in what I eat. Repetition. I repeat everything I say. If my mum told me something, I would repeat it until we did that. And let's say my mum told me told me she'd gone to the shops, I will repeat that. I will repeat that constantly. That's the best way to put it. If she says, let's go to the shops, at 10 o'clock, I will constantly remind her till 10 o'clock. That's the best way to put it. Behaviour. That's also quite a big role, because I always try and do what's best for me. Mostly the right thing. When I'm in a big group, I feel like I get pressured into doing like stuff I'm not meant to. Like, because they say to me, do something, and I'll stutter, and I'll go like, I don't know, that's what I'll be like. Um, I will stutter and not know what to say. If my friends do something they're not supposed to, I will avoid the situation at all costs. Because it's not my natural instinct. I'm going to go into some facts and I'll talk to you about how I live with it. 1% of all children in the UK have autism. 4 times as many boys have it than girls. The symptoms are different in boys and girls. I can't tell you the difference because I don't know the difference. Vaccines do not cause autism, if you still believe that. That's based off one study. Since then, there has been no link to the jab and autism whatsoever. Autism can cause social isolation. People compare, this is just off topic, but people compare me to, my mum compares me to Big Bang Theory's Sheldon Cooper. I see it as an insult. It's not, I get the compliment part of it, I don't, but I just see it as an insult. You're kind of comparing me to someone else. I have to hide my autism because I'm scared people will see me differently. People associate me as a quiet kid who goes on and does their work. There's a lot more in here than you're thinking. You may see on the outside I'm quiet and just sitting and doing my work, but inside I'm not. The most common question I get asked is, you don't look autistic. Autism can be found in many different ways. Some are high on the spectrum, some are quite low on the spectrum. You can't judge an autistic person by the way they look. It's about the bond you have with that person. Famous autistic people, we have Bill Gates, the creator of Microsoft, Satoshi Tajiri, the creator of Pokemon, Albert Einstein, the scientist, Alan Turing, the codebreaker during World War II, who helped break Enigma, Lionel Messi, one of the greatest footballers in the world. All these people have proven that your mental health doesn't stop you from what you can achieve. I'm going to explain to you how I live with it. My brother, most of you, if you're one of my closest friends, you know my brother. My brother's like, he has ADHD and he's autistic, so they both come in hand. He's quite repetitive, quite loud, that malarkey. So it gets me quite annoyed because he's my brother. He's gonna annoy me however many times. If you get what I'm saying, brothers are there to annoy you. Well, I can't really say much about him because I barely talk to him because he just swears at me. But that's not his fault. I think that's just his autistic part of his brain, or his ADHD part of his brain. I'm thankful to all my friends that have been there for me. Because of the circumstances, I'll be doing this in my school, but because of the circumstances, things change. I've resorted to videoing in my own house. I couldn't get there without all my friends, and I feel like I put them under a lot of pressure. But then they say they don't. I always need reassurance, and that's the best way to put it. Alright, I'm going to end it there. Please, if you do enjoy this, and I feel free to ask any questions you want in the comments below, and and if you send hate, you will get responses back. Peace out, guys. Take care.